And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network live on this Father's Day Sunday late night edition. Happy to have you all aboard tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park here tonight. The Dirt Stars 360 Sprint Car Series about to crown their series champion in a very short while from now. So we'll roll right into it. Here is practice about done, but first I want to pay the bills here at the network. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening, live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Phil LeCasse here, along with my partner, Mr. Todd Stanton, alongside Full Velocity Racing Network tonight, sponsored by Hanover Wrecker Service. Thank you to Tyler and all the gang over there. Check those guys out over at Hanover Wrecker Service. If you could also do us a favor, go over to google.com and search up Hanover Wrecker. Help get Tyler's Google portfolio going on over there. Once again, Hanover Wrecker Service. Also, a special thanks to Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. Get one of those iFlags now over at iRacingIFlag.com. Also, a big shout out to Kathy and Brian Voiles over at Voiles Trucking, doing commercial freight transfers. They do truck leasing. Get a hold of them today. Voiles Trucking over on Facebook. Also, a big thank you and hello to the gang over at BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Need a VPS server, dedicated server, maybe even some simple web hosting. Check those gangs out over at BladeNode.com. Also want to give our buddy Scott Bogloff a shout over at the South Texas Speedway. It is Corpus Christi's place to race. Check them out today at SouthTXSpeedway.com. Also, a big shout out to Jake Keel and the gang over at Montstar Productions. They are a great follow on Facebook, as they are hashtag making dirt track racing great again. Check them out today over at Montstar Productions over on the Facebook side of things. Also, a big shout out to the gang over at TDR Racing League, the sponsor of the Turtle Turtle. I'm going to thank Hard Motorsports that sponsors tonight's quick time of the evening, which is going to go to number 17 of Brett Rolls. Also want to thank the likes of Jim Revis at Evil One Graphics, Jason Salter over at Trash Panda Graphics, and also our buddy Brendan at Full Throttle with the Gent, as we get ready for a great evening of racing here, Todd, at the Volusia Speedway Park. Tim DeSwore and Eric Tupper coming in tonight, separated by a lone single point. Martin Karch coming in third tonight, 13 points back, but we have 3 heat races to come, I believe, in a 30-lap feature event before we crown tonight's champion, Todd. Heat race number 1, ready to get locked and loaded on the speedway.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Voiles Trucking lineup, heat race number 1 is going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 17, the Tennessee Tumbler. That is Brett Rolls. His dance aboard the outside, driving the number 18. That is Brian Beach. Beach aboard the number 18. Inside row number 2, starting in the third starting position, that's Christopher Hockley aboard that number 14 machine. And his dance aboard the outside, driving the number 69. That's Timothy DeSwore. And last cigar on the field, driving the number 140. That's Eric Tupper. Tupper aboard the 140. What an action-packed heat race number 1 this is going to be. We're going to see the first iRacing iFlag green flag as they put that loud pedal down. Up at turn number 4, we're racing here on Full Velocity Racing Network.
And Brett Rolls going to lead him down to turn number 1 and 2 for the first time. He's going to take a good 3 or 4 car length lead right off the corner. On the outside there from Brian Beach, Hockley there trying to roll for third, but keep an eye on the 69 of Tim DeSwore. Eric Tupper, those are the 2 individuals tonight, separated by 1 point for the championship. And look at the run to the inside. Tupper already going to look for second. He rolls down toward turn 3.
Eric Tupper already trying to pull the slider there on the number 18 machine. It was short-lived. Was not able to pull that pass off. Eric Tupper trying the high side now on that 140 machine, trying to get around Peach. But now Peach messes up down here to turn number 3. Tupper almost, inside contact with the wall for the 140 machine, just dove it in too hot and heavy. Eric Tupper around in and out over there, 1 and 2. No yellow flags here in the heat racing. Tough break for that 140 machine.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to start the night there, is make that dive, move to the bottom, hit the opening of the inside wall, and just completely jump the 140 car. And that's going to be a tough way to start the evening. We're racing for a championship already, Todd. We're 2 to go here at Volusia. Now off of turn number 3 and 4, white flag going to go in the air for car number 17 of Brett Rolls. He's got a 2-car length advantage over Brian Beach for the final time now off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, 17. Going to be unchallenged thus far over to turn number 3 and 4 as checkered flag going to go in the air and give heat race number 1 to number 17 of Brett Rolls. Brian Beach going to come in for second. Chris Hockley going to roll in third. Tim DeSwart fourth, and Eric Tupper going to run our top 5 in heat race number 1. So that was pretty good there. Big wreck for Tupper. Not the way he wants to start his night, Todd. He's probably going to be thinking about that as he heads back to the garage and prepares himself now for his feature event coming up here in a little while. But heat race number 2 about to roll onto the speedway.
Yeah, heat race number 2 about ready to roll out. Voiles Trucking heat race number 2 is going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 42 machine. That's Justin German, as Dan Zapata outside, driving the number 45. That is Michael Massey. Inside row number 2, starting in the third starting position, driving the number 66. That's Bob Burlew. And his Dan Zapata outside, driving the number 16 machine. That's Adam Huggins. Huggins aboard the number 16. Last row on the field will be heeled by the number 33. That's the high side hustler. That is Martin Karch, the number 33 machine, starting 5th here in this heat race, Phil.
Sure is. Those 5 cars grid down here on the speedway. I want to thank all you guys once again for tuning in tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. If you could do us a favor, like our link out there on Facebook. Share our link all over the place. Also available over on YouTube as well. Feel free to share that link. Find us over on Twitch TV as well. Interact with us all night long. We will be here through the duration of this great event now on heat race number 2 of 3. A little quick 3-minute warm-up session, then it turns it over right away into a 30-lap main event, settling out the season here tonight. Tim DeSwart versus Eric Tupper. Martin Karch on the outside looking in, but with a chance. And anytime there's a chance, we've seen racing things happen weird. Do not count out Martin Karch tonight aboard car number 33. He may be one to keep an eye on. And Todd, we put the call out for 5 cars, and I'm not the most sighted person in the world out there, but I only count 4.
Yeah, only seeing 4 cars to post here. Just trying to see who did not make the show up here. It looks like, Phil, we're
42.
Go through. It looks like the number 42, Dustin, not making the call down there on Pier Road. That's a tough break for that driver. He was on the pole there, the provisional pole basically for that matter. So tough break for him is that's going to yield him out to the 5th position. So, oh man.
Yeah, that kind of does stink for sure, as you get to draw the pole here in a heat race and maybe miss it, maybe an extra call, maybe something broke in the race car. I guess we'll never know, but maybe Dustin Germain out there, car number 56, will join us back on the speedway. But off of turn number 4, Pace truck going to make its way in. iRacing I flag goes up to the speedway, green flag up in the air, and Bob Burlew going to lead down to turn number 1, but he stalls right away. Opens up the door for the 33 of Martin Karch. He's going to claim the race lead for the first time over in 3 and 4.
Yeah, Martin Karch already out to the race lead there in that number 33 machine. Michael Massey running in that 2nd spot. 3rd will be Adam Huggins aboard that number 16 machine running the top side here at Volusia. Looks like he started just a tad bit there in that 3rd spot. And Bob Burlew in the 66, he is running 4th. Dustin out there on the track has had a little bit of issues trying to get out there, but going to start a scratch here. Going to probably finish up in that 5th position, but meanwhile up front, it is all Martin Karch so far. Can Massey run him down here as we're going to have three to go already, Phil?
Yeah, going to be halfway home here. 6 laps of distance in heat races. They go by in a blink over here at the Dirt Stars. They've been here for it looks like a couple of weeks now, a whole season long here on a Sunday evening here in the 360s. Also saw the street stocks over here late coming there on Thursday night. So a great little league they get over here at the Dirt Stars. Tim DeSwart, all the gang over here that make up the ASTA do a great job, and so far so good. Martin Karch running away with heat race number 2 over Mike Massey in the turn number 3. Also keep an eye on the number 16 of Adam Huggins, who runs 3rd. Bob Burlew in there for 4th, but it's a story of the 33 up front. A guy who really wants to stake his claim to a championship, Todd. He's going to lead the field to turn 3 for the final time.
And for the final time, and off of turn number 4 is going to be Martin Karch taking down the win. Second going to go to Michael Massey, Adam Huggins, Bob Burlew, and Dustin Germain. Going to finish out your 5-car heat race here in heat race number 2.
All right, looking over to the Facebook Live chat, we see Chris Hockley's checked in. Brett Wheeler shared me the UDTV page. Brett, we certainly appreciate our friend. That's awesome to see. Thank you very much for putting us out here this late at night. Brett, good to see you out there. Thanks for tuning in. Always enjoy watching UDTV as well. Brett's a good guy. So welcome aboard, Brett. Hope you enjoyed the show. This one's going to be hot here tonight in Volusia as heat race number 3 about to roll onto the speedway. So let's take a look at the 4-car starting lineup scheduled for our 3rd and final heat race of the night. On the pole aboard car number 86 of Jay Weezy, Gerald West on the pole alongside the number 99, that is Nicholas Wing. In the second row, we find the number 10 on the inside. That is Will Smith, and alongside in the Team Har, number 9, that is Chris Miller. So there's your 4 cars out here, Todd. We're going to go 6 more very lightning fast laps around this beautiful half mile here. Volusia Speedway Park, located here in the great state of Florida, Barberville, Florida, to be exact. And looking forward to not only seeing these 6 laps, but I cannot wait till we see this whole field together out for a 30-lap feature event. And there's no better night to be out here than championship night. It is going to be a hell of a lot of fun here tonight, and I'm so glad we've had a great gang out there watching so far tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. As I see, Ron has chimed into the chat as well. Ron, welcome aboard there, buddy. First time I've seen your name pop out in our chat. Very happy to see you guys tuned in here tonight live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. If you haven't done so yet, you got to check us out on our all-new web home, where you can find all the info about what we do here on the network. It is fullvelocitytv.com. You can see our current event calendar, maybe even book your next show here on the network. Also, you can find out how to become a contributor, or maybe even check out our sponsors, or even better, maybe become a sponsor if you have your own company out there you'd like to promote on our airwaves. Check us out today. Once again, fullvelocitytv.com is the home of the Full Velocity Racing Network, where Phil and Todd and Jack Truan, Ron Piles, Brett Rolls, Martin Karsh, the entire gang all call over here home at Full Velocity. And very great to have you guys over here tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV, as it looks like this time through turns number 3 and 4. I'm not sure it's my trading paints acting up or the 2 completely white cars on the screen, but what I can definitely tell you for sure is it is Gerald West going to lead them down to the green flag. iRacing, I flag, green flag over the air. We're racing off at turn 1.
Down into turn number 1, it is Gerald West. Jay Weezy aboard the number 60 or 86 machine, taking out to the early advantage. We talk about announcers and guys on the TV broadcast booths, and Jay Weezy, another one of those guys we'd like to get together. We'd like to have a big old announcer showdown at one of these things once in a while here, Phil. So I know I talked to Brett Wheeler about it. I know he's game. I'll have to talk to Jay Weezy maybe one of these times to see if he's game. But the 86 right now leading the charge here, the number 10 machine of Will Smith. Up to that second spot with a great move around the number 9 machine of Chris Miller. He is completely white on your screen. Not sure if they forgot to put the vinyl graphics on that machine here tonight, but the number 9 is Chris Miller, so he'll be all white here this evening. Nicholas Wing, unfortunately, something already arrived down to pit road for Nicholas Wing.
Yep, 99. Are we going to pull it down off the racetrack? Looks like his heat race is done, and these ones go by quick, because already through turns number 3 and 4, we are going to get pops, those sticks in the air, 2 more trips around for our race leader, the 86 of Gerald West, Will Smith, Chris Miller. Running our 3 cars on the racetrack, very evenly spaced over there in turn number 3 and 4. Jay Weezy, old West over there in the 86, not threatened at all by the 10 car of Smith. Smith not coming under pressure from Miller at all as they take the white flag with one more trip around the speedway tonight here in qualifying. It looks like into 3 and 4 for the final time in these 360 sprints. Car number 86, Gerald West off of 4, gonna claim heat race number 3. Will Smith in for 2nd. Chris Miller going to get 3rd, and Nick Wing going to round out our top 4 here. 4 cars that took the challenge, and number 86 of Gerald West, he's going to be the one to join them on into the winner's circle in these heat races, joining the likes of Brett Rolls, who won heat race number 1, and Mark Karch, who won heat race number 2. So we got all the heats in the books, and it looks like, Todd, we got a quick little warm-up session here, wetting the whistle. What is going to be an awesome, awesome action-packed 30-lap main event here in Volusia. I hope these guys tuning in aren't going away from the screen, because these laps, as you can see, they're going by in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, definitely don't want to go away. The A-Main is coming your way here just rather shortly here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And it's going to be a barn burner. Championship on the line here this evening at Dirt Stars and sprint car action, 360 sprint cars. And man, what better way can you top off your night here on a Father's Day, I should say Father's Day weekend, but Father's Day Sunday. It's having a fantastic broadcast going on here so far, Phil.
We absolutely are having a great time here tonight as they're in the middle of what is a little warm-up session here. About 2 more minutes left. So what do you say on this Father's Day Sunday? We throw this thing trackside. Let's pay homage to this great nation, the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Back here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network with Phil Lacasse and Todd Stanton here tonight in Volusia. Getting just the final touches here done in our warm-up session. We're going to turn this track open to a lightning quick 30-lap main event. 360 sprint car action here live. It is so dang good, Todd, to see sprint cars back on our airwaves, even if it's just for one night, because it's been a couple of months, I believe, since you've even got to call one of these sprint car races. Awesome to see the little wings out here tonight.
Yeah, definitely awesome here. I have not called a sprint car race in some time, Phil, and sprint cars are one of my favorite type of cars to drive. It's really weird, open wheels. Usually I like street stocks, and I'm a big fan of street stocks, but sprint cars, you got to be there because open wheels, I like the Mighty Modifieds of the Northeast, so they are an open wheel type of car, but we're getting locked and loaded here for the starting grid here at Volusia. Championship night here at Dirt Stars, so cannot wait to see how that's going to all play out. But our starting grid getting ready here, Phil, locked and loaded, and then we're going to have it, and it's starting like this. Starting on the pole here of the Voiles Trucking starting grid, the number 17, the Tennessee Tumbler. That is Brett Rolls, and his dad's part of the outside. Well, he's starting on the outside. That's a high-sided hustler, Martin Karch.
Martin Karch coming in tonight, 13 points out of a championship run. Row number 2 aboard car number 86. That is Gerald Weston alongside the number 18. That is Brian Beach.
Starting inside row number 3 in the number 45 machine. That is the 5th starting position. That is Michael Massey, and his dad's brother outside driving the number 10 machine. That will be Will Smith.
Row number 4, the inside, shows car number 14 of Chris Hockley, and alongside the number 16, Adam Huggins.
Inside row number 5 in the 9th starting position in that all-white paint scheme, the number 9 machine. That is Chris Miller, and his dad's brother outside. I believe he's coming in tied, as you said, Phil. Timothy DeSwart in the number 69 machine.
Tim comes in with a 1-point lead coming into the night over row number 6. We find the number 66 of Bob Burlew with the number 99 car of Chris Wing. He rolls off 12th.
Rolling off in the 13th starting position, that is Eric Chopper, the guy that's trying to hunt down the 69 machine in the 140, and Dustin German in the number 42 rolling off 14th.
So there you have it, our 14-car field, 30 laps around tonight live on your source for esports racing. The Full Velocity Racing Network is saying once again, if you guys haven't shared the link yet, well, these guys are missing out, but Todd, we're getting ready, set to go. The field's in 3 and 4. Why don't you give us a call here? Getting ready to set to go. Green Flag Racing here tonight in Volusia.
As the field is restacked and repacked, ready to go. Green Flag Racing off of turn number 4 with the All-Stars here. As it looks like they're going to pull in a little bit late. We're going to ask you one question. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Who's it going to be here tonight? Who's going to take down the championship? Who's going to take down the win? 3 wide already.
3 wide off of turn number 2 for the race lead. It's going to be Brett Rolls, who's going to lead it off in a turn number 3. Somebody's turtle over there in the 3rd turn. I'm not sure who that was. I was over here watching this race for a second going on with Martin Karch on the outside of Jay Weezy over turn number 3. Look at Brian Beach at the 18. He's going to roll to the outside lane. He's going to look around Gerald West off of 4.
And Gerald West right now dropping back to the 4th position in that number 86 machine as Brian Beach able to get around him on the top side. Oh, Gerald West makes a little bit of contact there. He's got to be slowed up, leaves the door wide open for Massey. Massey to the outside in that number 45 machine. West eating the bottom right now. Chris Miller also going to get around Gerald West. West going to fight back down on the bottom side. 3 wide.
3 wide back there for Gerald West. He's trying to rebound there from getting a little bit loose there over the 3rd turn. And he's got Mike Massey, Chris Miller, also Chris Hockley there as well. So all those guys juking and driving, trying to make up grounds for position. But right now, Brett Rolls leads the field 6 tenths to the second. He was the fastest car here in practice here tonight. He got the Hard Motorsports quick time, and he leads Martin Karch, who's racing for a championship. Call the 8-car bikes over at turn 1. Yeah,
Karch running in that 2nd spot in the number 33 machine. Nice looking pace scheme aboard that. Bob Burlew down and out of the way. Gentleman there in that number 66 machine just staying out of the leader's way. Working over the bottom side. The number 33 of Karch still trying to chase down Rolls. 3rd place is going to be Brian Beach aboard that number 18 machine. Chris Miller is going to be running 3rd, but the yellow flag, or 4th, excuse me, the yellow flag going to fly our first Hanover Director Service yellow flag of the evening.
Sure is. First one of the night here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network on the lap number 6. And I believe the subject we may find here may include the number 14 of Chris Hockley. Can't confirm. But I believe Todd's going to have that show with us on the BladeNote.com Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay.
We look right here, and this is what's going to happen here, Phil, is, oh man, Hockley going for a ride over there in the corner. It looks like a little bit of contact there between the 45 and the 14. Machine sends Hockley riding on the wall. Tries to leave the stadium, but he comes back down, upside down, all sideways, and tries to get it back on all four wheels. Cannot. Brings out the yellow flag. Christopher Hockley going to have to go down the pit road, but I'm going to say he's got some damage aboard that number 14 machine.
You got to imagine so. And Todd, you know, me being a sprint car fan, you having the big block modifieds, but you know a little bit something more about the dirt racing than I do. The high speed these 360 sprint cars make around a joint like this, how much does damage even your front wing going to really affect the way that car handles at a high speed track like Volusia?
It's going to be downforce, and any type of issue with that's going to change the complexion of your whole entire car. So just losing that front wing, damaging the front wing is going to cause some pretty big errors. And sometimes it might go in the right direction. It depends on how the car is handling there. But I'm going to tell you, that's going to be a car that's going to be very, very evil.
And they absolutely seems like that's going to be a handful there as the field over in turn number 3 and 4. Believe this time by. We're going to go back to Green Flag Racing. Brett Rolls, Martin Karch, Brian Beach, Chris Miller, Mike Massey, our current top 5. Points leader Tim DeSwart running 6th. Eric Tupper going to restart 8th as Green Flag back in the field. iRacing, I Flag, Green Flag up in the air, and Brett Rolls going to lead the field now off turn 2.
Yeah, Timothy DeSwart already up to that 4th position there, Phil. Already chucking his way up through the field and doing what he has to do. And to try to maintain that points lead, and he's staying right there with Karch and staying ahead of the 140 of Eric Jumper as he's working over the bottom side. There gets loose, but a yellow flag going to fly again. Second yellow flag of the evening, another Hanover Record Service yellow flag.
Yeah, Hanover Record Service caution flag number 2 going to roll out here on lap number 12, and I'm going to make the guess here, but this one may include the number 42 car of Dustin Germain out there aboard the number 42, I believe. I'm not sure if it was a selfie that was contact between himself and another driver. I guess we'll let Todd tell the story. What other BladeNote.com Full Velocity Racing Network is going to be playing?
Definitely a little bit of contact there. Gerald West gets up into the outside, retaining wall, comes back down the track just a little bit. I don't think he realized the 42 was there. They lock wheels, and down the 42 goes in front of the number 99 machine. That is Nicholas Wing. So Wing, unfortunate bystander there, has a little bit of damage to his machine, but the 42 pulling it down pit side, German, and that number 42 machine. So we'll see what happens, see if he's able to bring it back out, Phil, but a lot of damage to that 42.
Yeah, it certainly is. And that car going to be a little bit roughed up the rest of the night. We'll see if Dustin rejoins the field here at the Volusia Speedway Park, working second yellow flag of the night. They'll come by and they'll complete lap number 13 under caution. But the good news is the lights are extinguished around this beautiful half mile here in Barberville, Florida. One of my favorite racetracks in all the country. Definitely the second favorite of mine here in the iRacing simulation. Love the Volusia Speedway Park. And second to none here, sprint car racing out here is absolutely superb, and you guys are seeing it here tonight live and in living color, as only Full Velocity TV here could possibly do it for you, with the Phil and Todd Show on a late Father's Day exclusive of Full Velocity Racing Network coverage off of turn number 4. Looks like that Chevrolet Silverado pace truck going to pull its way in. iRacing, I Flag, green flag returns to the air on lap 14.
As you see from our start finish cam, watching the flagger aggressively throwing that green flag out there, Phil. Watching Brett Rolls come down here to turn number 1. It looked like all the cars made it through turn 1. A lot of great racing going on throughout the field, so we're going to get way down through it as Rolls with another great start. Brian Beach running in that second spot. Here comes the 33 of Karch down to the bottom side, trying to pull a slider there off of 2. Down the back straightaway here to turn number 3. Can Karch hanging in there and try to get away that second spot from Brian Beach? Not going to be had so far as they enter turn number 1.
Yep, they get to 1 and 2. Beach on the outside, Karch down low, trying to find some mustard down to the low side. Trying to make it work, but so far, 18 car doing a great job on the high side. Martin now going to fall back to the clutches with a 69 of Tim DeSwart, who's running 4th. Tim going to look to the middle. He may clear Beach. He's also going to clear Karch. Tim the Swart put hit the second over in turn 3.
And Tim the Swart doing a fantastic job in the number 69 machine. Yellow flag going to fly once again, though, Phil. Going to slow it down here. Another Hanover record service yellow flag as things were just starting to get dicey up towards the front.
They certainly were, but our third yellow flag of the night greets us on lap number 19. So running short on laps here, and somebody who may be running a little bit short on car parts here, as I think we'll see on our BladeNo.com Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay. I believe that number 45 of Mike Massey had a piece of this one there, Todd.
And definitely Michael Massey in the 45 machine takes a ride with the wall, and man, he does a nice pirouette spinning act down there in the back straightaway. He clips the outside walls and he got stuck up there. Another car gets into him. No front, waiting for the number 45 of Michael Massey, but man, I think the judges are going to score pretty high on that one.
Yeah, that one probably gets, give that like a 6 or a 7. Russian judge probably give it like a 2 unless we're trying to help somebody with an election. Now we won't touch that one, will we? As we get ready to lock and load here under caution now, 2/3 the way home here at Championship Night over at the Dirt Stars. If you want to check out this great league, you guys are a great bunch. Tim the Swart has done amazing things with this league in a little time he's had. Check them out today. Look up dirtstarsleague.blogspot.com and check them out. Look up Dirt Stars in the iRacing Simulation. Come be a part of this great league. Tim doing street stocks and 360 sprint cars here this season. Waiting to hear the plans, what they are for the next season around. But we're hoping to come back to a little bit more racing with these guys, Todd. Tim, a great guy. We've known Tim a long time. Goes back with the ASRA guys, Mike Massey and all the gang over there. So the Dirt Stars, a spin-off from them. Really cool league here. We're going to see a really cool theme here as we're going to get a single file restart on lap number 21 as the iRacing.com page truck pulls its way in. Green flag going to go back in the air. Does anybody have anything with that 17 car of Brett Rolls? He has been tough here all night long.
Yeah, he's definitely been tough, and nobody's been able to chase him down. Timothy Desor is still running in that second spot. We'll see if he's going to be able to do anything. Tupper's right there, though, Phil. In that 140 machine, he's fourth right now, right there, sticking behind Brian Beach in that number 18 machine. He dives back down to the bottom side, trying to get around Beach. He knows he's got to set sail. He's got to get around that 69 machine. Oh, contact with Beach to the wall. Oh, Karch almost. Oh, what a save by the 33 of Martin Karch. We caught that live on Full Velocity, and man, what a save by the 33 machine. Well, Eric Tupper now into third in that 140 machine. He's going to be headhunting on the 69 of Desort, but Desort's chased down. Rolls right there, but he has some competition. Phil, down to the bottom is Desort.
Swart going to look to pick up a championship. What better way to do it than in victory lane here on Championship Night? He's going to be Brett Rolls' biggest challenge. They go over to turn 3 and 4. Not sure if Brett was able to kiss the wall there, but he lost some momentum. Tim the Swart, the racing on lap 26 in turn 1.
And Desort right now in the 69 machine running the top shelf of the Speedway. The 17 trying to fire back as Rolls did make a little bit of contact with the outside wall. Rolls trying to grab it back as we have 4 laps remaining here around Volusia Speedway. Rolls diving back down to the bottom side. Got teammate Tupper right there in that third spot. He's looking to see what happens here. But Desort right now holding on to the top spot. Slider by Rolls in front of Desort. Desort right now fires back down to the inside. Can he gain that back? 3 to go.
3 to go at the line, Todd. Not only racing for a win, Tim the Swart racing for a championship. But he better not blink really quick because the 140 of Eric Tupper, 1 point behind. He is the car right behind him running third, top 3. Single file off number 4. 2 to go for the stand.
What a duel. Timothy Desort right now running in that second spot. Tupper trying to get up alongside him there in the 140 machine. Down into turn number 3. They're running 2 different grooves. Tupper trying to pull a slider. Not going to be able to be had. He's got 1 more lap to do it in, Phil. But as Brett Rolls, Timothy Desort, and Eric Tupper.
Off of turn number 2 down the back chute for the final time. The Swart opens up some gap between himself and Tupper. Knocking it up. The win is off turn 4. Brett Rolls going to take down the win. Tupper and the Swart getting together. Tupper going to take second. And Tim the Swart ends up on his side. Just shy of the start-finish line. Tupper going to be unofficially for second. Chris Miller third. Tim the Swart fourth. Brian Beach will get fifth with Martin Karch, Adam Huggins, Gerald West, Nick Wing, Bob Burlew running at the top 10. Mike Massey, Dustin Hermain, Chris Hockley, Will Smith running out our 14-car field. I don't know if it gets any more exciting than that. Brett Rose going to take down the win. We'll have to wait and see who it is here that comes down in the Series Championship, but there was definitely contact over turn number 4 in the final quarter. Contact between Tupper and DeSwart may indeed give Tupper the championship. We'll call that unofficial, Todd. We'll wait for word from race control for that, but either way, we know Brett Rose is going to be tonight's big winner here in Volusia.
Yeah, Brett Roll is going to be the big winner here. What a great battle with himself and Timothy DeSwart. So we'll see what happens. Going to try to go back and see that replay there of what happened between the numbers 140 and the 69. So we'll make everybody have their type of decision of what happened to this one. But tough break there as those guys are fighting really hard to the line. And like I said, just trying to get to that point there. And, it was tough. They were making some contact there. It's just good racing sometimes and hard racing. They're just throwing it at championship on the line. See what was going on.
All right, so Todd gives it back a BladeNo.com Full Velocity Racing Network replay as they were racing hard there through 3 and 4 on the final lap, and it's 6 to see two guys racing for a championship making contact in that last quarter. So to wait and see what the timing and scoring is going to give, what race control decides they're going to do, but either way, Brett Roll is going to be the big winner here tonight. Eric Tupper unofficially for second and unofficially third, going to be my guest now at this time. Aboard car number 9, that's our buddy Chris Miller, going to roll in there for third. Chris, great racing all around up front. You find your way onto the podium. Perfect race by yourself there, my friend. Tell us all about it.
Oh my God, Phil. This was quite the show tonight for you guys. And speaking of, I want to thank you guys for broadcasting it. You guys are the best. Where did I start? 9th. Didn't really expect much from the race. I threw literally the kitchen sink at it. I had a little help from, buddy Brett. Gave me a base setup and threw some things at it after the heat and felt good in the warm-up. I went with it and things just panned out in my hands.
They absolutely did, Chris. You did a terrific job here tonight. And we got to make this shout to you now is 2 nights in a row we see you out here racing with Dirt Stars. We see you in an all-white car. When are we going to see the final signing on the side of that 9 car, man? We want to see some numbers out there. We want to see some sponsors out there. Give us some color to look at there, brother.
I'm trying. Trading paints is not in my favor for the dirt side of things. Asphalt, it's fine. It gives me color for the asphalt, but not for dirt. I don't know why. Maybe it's this last update with iRacing. It's just throwing everything for a loop. But I wish I had my skins on there for you guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. It was easy to pick you out of a crowd here tonight, and no better way to do so here. Championship night at the Dirt Stars. You get a really good, solid third-place run. That's a lot of momentum there to Chris to end up the season. I'm going to give you the mic one final time here, live on Full Velocity on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Chris Miller, the floor is all yours there, buddy. Take it away, and I would like to thank you out here.
Like I said before, first and foremost, thank you guys. You guys do a hell of a job. Thank my teammates over at Har Motorsports, Brett, Eric, everybody over there, Piles, everybody that's helped me from the start in January till right here. I mean, I've learned a lot, and I can't thank them enough. I gotta thank everyone that puts their time, money into this, and Tim for putting on the series. He puts on a hell of a series.
Yes, he sure does.
And just everybody. I know I've probably missed a few. I'm horrible at these interview things.
Nah, you're good, my friend. You did a heck of a job. Did a great job there in the race car tonight. Chris, congratulations, man. I was going to see one of the good ones there. Finish third. Awesome job tonight, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Chris Miller finishing up tonight in the third spot here at the Dirt Stars 360 Sprint Car Series Championship night here in Volusia. So I'm going to ask you a question, Todd. I know we got 2 drivers down there in victory lane. One is a race winner. One is our series champion. I'm going to let you pick. Who would you like to take, and where do you want to send me to? All right, we'll try again. Todd, you there? Over and out.
Yeah, just waiting for you to interview. Wasn't it waiting for you to interview your second place? I thought you were down to second place, and then I was going to go ahead and get the winner like normal.
All right, well, I was walking toward victory lane. I know we get the race winner and the series champ down there, and I guess we'll talk to our second place finisher here tonight aboard car number 140, Eric Tupper finishing second. And first off, I got to ask you, what a tremendous race you saw here tonight. What was that like coming from the back of the front? You are a rocket. You and Tim, you guys really put one hell of a show on there coming down to the finish.
Yeah, man. He every time I'd get right up behind him and think that I was like, all right, now I got one more car, I just got to pass him, and then he'd get two more, and it's like, man. And I'm back on it, and I'm racing, and I'm driving the daylights out of this car, trying to do everything I can to make this car as absolutely fast as possible. And unfortunately, it came down to the last lap there, and I put a move on the bottom, and I thought I had enough room, and caught him at the right rear and sent him out into the wall. I did not want it to end that way at all.
And that definitely stinks.
It was definitely one heck of a race.
Nah, you guys put one hell of a show on. And I think it was a matter of cat and mouse all night long as you guys both racing for the back of the field. And, then you guys all of a sudden find yourself up the top three with a run on Brett up there for the race win. I mean, not only racing for a championship, the checkered flag in sight. I mean, what's going through your mind those last couple of laps as you guys are all duking it out over there?
I didn't care if I won or lost as long as I beat Tim.
I love it. That is the way to go. It's not about checkered flags here tonight. It's about hoisting this big championship trophy. And I guess we can officially say, Eric, you've become the series champion here tonight. You get a second place finish. Who cares about second, right? You get the big lion's share of the trophy here tonight. So I give you the floor one final time. Live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Eric Tupper, our series champ. Take the mic away and thank everybody like to thank got you out here.
I got to thank Tim first and foremost for putting this show on and being a great competitor and just having a lot of fun this season and there with these guys all season long. It was a lot of fun. Dirt Stars is a great place to race. We'll be back for the next season with these guys. I do really, really enjoy racing with these guys. I got to thank you guys for coming out and broadcasting again for us tonight. Got to thank Hard Motorsports for being there and working on setups and speaking this and that and helping me with if I got a little loose in the car, Aaron Leitzel helps me with setups because he works on them in real life. He told me a few things I could do to try to help me out to make the car more stick to a slicker track. It helped out quite a bit, and that's why I was able to come up through the field, I think. So got to thank him and the rest of Team Har. They're always great, and Brett, congratulations on the win.
Absolutely right. Well, there you have it, folks. Our series champion, Mr. Eric Tupper, aboard the 140, gets a second place finish. But hey, it's not about the second place finish here tonight. He gets the big old championship trophy, and that is one great thing to have on his mantle. So we celebrate him as the champ. We throw this thing down over to my partner Todd, who's about probably 10 steps away from me. He's got our race winner tonight aboard car number 17, Brett Rolls, and he was the fastest car here tonight, Todd, at Volusia, but he had to earn it there on those last couple of laps.
Yeah, he definitely had to earn it. I'm down here in BladeNote.com, victory lane with the driver of the number 17, the Tennessee Tumbler, Brett Rolls. And Brett, fantastic run there at the end. I almost thought you lost it there for a minute. You had to gain your composure back. You flirted with the wall just a little bit. You were able to get back by Tim and able to take down the victory here tonight, man. What a race. Tell us about it.
Yeah, flirting with the wall, definitely a little bit. I don't know if a little bit qualifies that there. Me and Tim, he had a hell of a run on me coming down into turns one and threw a hell of a slider and got in front of me, and I started to get my momentum coming out of the corner and thought I had enough room to try to squeeze in between him and the wall and try to thread the needle a little bit, but figuring, he'd enter low again. But, he ended up going up high. We ended up making some contact, and I ended up getting into the wall pretty heavy. I'm surprised we were able to hang on to it and be able to continue racing, let alone be able to wheel it back by Eric Tupper and Tim and be able to pick up the win tonight. But basically that was just our goal for tonight, was to come out and sweep championship night. We got the street stock win Thursday night, so awesome way to cap off the series finish with sweeping that, and definitely with a race of tonight's caliber.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic race here this evening, the Volusia Speedway, and we haven't done sprint cars in quite some time, so it was interesting to watch you guys go back and forth in the sliders that are happening here at Volusia. But Brett, I'm going to do the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. I'd like to thank you this evening. And man, good way to cap off the season again, like you said.
First of all, I got to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. I got to thank Massey and Tim for putting on an amazing series. Hopefully we can venture into some more cars here a little bit, and hopefully it's not going to be too long in between series. I'd like to take a couple more championship shots here. Other than that, got to thank the team, our motorsports, the fiance for letting me, come on here and race with the boys and spend the money here. Other than that, I want to thank all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to both you and Todd and Phil and Jack and everybody over here at Full Velocity. Other than that, pretty much it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up tonight's feature win. Driver of the number 17, the Tennessee Tumbler. That's Brett Rolls taking down the win down here in BladeNote.com. Victory Lane, the simple web solutions powered by nerds. I tell you, Phil, what a fantastic race to see the sprint cars finally back on air here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. It was fantastic. It was all what it was worth here. And got to thank everybody out there for tuning in and watching us here tonight, including some of the guys that, some of the guys here, obviously, are probably listening in the background while they're racing too. So thank you to everybody tuning in here tonight. Thank you to all of our sponsors here at Full Velocity Racing Network.
Absolutely right. We thank all of you out there that tune in and interact with us night after night. Always very loyal to us. And got to thank, of course, once again, Tim DeSwore, all the gang over here at the Dirt Stars. And got to thank all you guys out there again for watching. Got to thank our sponsors one more time before we get off the air. Got to thank Hanover Record Service, iRacing iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNote.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Evil One Graphics, Trash Panda Graphics, and Full Throttle with the Gent over on YouTube. For all of us here at the Full Velocity Racing Network, Martin Karch, Ron Piles, Brett Rolls, Jack Truman, and my partner in crime, Mr. Todd Stitt and Phil Lacassi are going to sign off on this Father's Day Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there live. And thanks for watching this evening. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Good night.